to Bridgeport. That area is closed. We do have our reporter Jared Austin. He is live on the scene for us this morning. He's been there all day. Jared, what's the scene been like? Where are you right now?
I mean, this has really been a very active scene for the last couple of hours. Now, we are seeing squad cars from, it seems like, everywhere, just rushing by us and rushing to other areas, just trying to really resolve what's going on. We've seen Newport Police, Cocke County Sheriff's Office, Blount County Sheriff's Office. We've also seen U.S. Marshals as well and the tactical trucks. So they're taking this very, very seriously at this point. Even when we try to go talk to law enforcement just up the road, they're like, please stay back. We're just trying to treat this as good as possible, trying to make sure everybody is staying safe. But we're actually just going to show you a little bit right now. Are blocking traffic. Everybody who's heading this way is getting redirected to Highway 73 South. Now, we do want to give you a little update that we just received from the Cocke County Mayor Rob Mathis. He posted to Facebook saying that the suspect, Gary Ball, has been spotted on foot on Missionary Ridge Road in the Castle Heights community. That is right outside of that vet clinic that they were talking about earlier. So it's all around the same area at this point. Now, they have assets from the city, county, state, neighboring counties, and U.S. Marshal Services on the ground right now, and coordination among all these organizations is going great. Now, we did speak with him on the phone as well. He did say that he's really the point man on all this, trying to get in contact with all these different organizations and law enforcement agencies, just trying to make sure that everybody in this area is staying safe. But to make sure everybody is doing that, they're going to say everybody in this area stay inside, prepare defenses. They're even going that far and saying that. Now, we also do have information from TBI. They say that this man actually had outstanding warrants at this point, or there's an active warrant out, I should say. So they're still looking into that as well. So a lot going on. TBI getting involved and just trying to make sure this thing gets safe. But right now, still very active scene as we still see cars going by, Harry.
All right, Jared, I do want to ask you, what have you seen so far just in terms of the police response? We've heard about, and you just talked about the Marshal Service being there, all these other counties. In terms of the physical amount of people on the ground, have you seen a lot of that coming through? I know you're right where that blockade starts.
I mean, the thing that we can confirm for sure is we're just seeing a lot of law enforcement heading to where they're saying that this man is. So it's almost like you lost track at some point of how many law enforcement agencies have gone out there. It's just been so many different groups. Like I said, Blount County, Knox County, Cocke County, Newport Police, tactical groups, U.S. Marshals, treating it very, very seriously, making sure they find this man because he is what they say, armed and very dangerous. So if you're in this area again, please stay safe. They're asking everybody to stay inside and prepare defenses if it's necessary.
All right, our Jared Austin, he's been live on the scene for us. He's going to have more for us coming up on WVLT News at noon. Jared, stay safe out there. We appreciate it. Okay, so just to kind of recap a little bit of what Jared was talking about all those deputies and law enforcement entities that are in that area right now searching for Gary Ball. This is a little bit of the scene from earlier today, right where Jared was. This is where they're sending people down to 73 South. And I do want to pull this up on the map. I'm going to show you exactly where all this is happening. You can see just from the traffic markers here, the green, obviously where everything's going. No traffic right on this stretch of 2570 where everything's being closed. Here's Highway 73. Jared is standing about right here near Jimtown Road. That's where the detour is happening. 73 South is where they're sending everyone. Searching this area right around here. Law enforcement tells us that Cedarwood Veterinary Hospital, or at least kind of in this area, to give you a good idea, is where that started. Zooming out a little bit and zooming back in, you got the county landfill right here. Other areas, Irish Cut Road, Castle Heights Road on the south side, Castle Heights Drive, excuse me. This whole area kind of almost peninsulaed in, if you will, by the French Broad River is where the deputies and the law enforcement are forcing their search efforts. Multiple drones in the air as well. Knox County's up there. The U.S. Marshal Service, like Jared talked about, a lot of different entities on the ground searching for the suspect. Once again, Cocke County Mayor Rob Mathis says Gary Ball is the person, as well as the TBI has come out and said Gary Ball is who authorities are looking for. He is armed and dangerous. They ask everyone in this area. They're asking all of Cocke County, but especially in this area just east of Cocke County, right before you get to Bridgeport, is where they are focusing their efforts. If you live in this area, to shelter in place, lock your windows, lock your doors, listening to the scanner. We've heard about, kind of back areas where they're looking into people's backyards, this whole area. It's obviously spread out, neighbors a little further apart than your normal city neighborhood. So a lot of areas that Gary Ball could be hiding from police right now. Now, just to give you an update, we've also heard a lot of stuff going on about lockdowns in Cocke County, things circulating on social media, threats at schools all over the area. We've heard from a numerous amount of principals, superintendents saying, don't rush to the schools right now. Keep your kids in school. This is a separate incident than what we're seeing right now with the fugitive on foot. The Cocke County Sheriff's Office does tell us that they are aware of these situations. We've seen pictures from Snapchat of warnings going out saying don't go to school tomorrow or don't go to school next week. The Cocke County Sheriff's Office says they have officers, more of them, especially with all these other agencies from out of the city, out of the county, U.S. Marshals out of state, the nation, coming into East Tennessee to help in this effort to also be able to get some of these other Cocke County Sheriff's officers at these other schools to make sure your kids are safe. So they're asking parents not to drive up to these schools to take your children out right now. They say all the schools are safe. They are upping the law enforcement presence at numerous places near this area just east of Newport and places all across Cocke County. So keep that in mind. Please don't run up to these schools, speed up to these schools, trying to take your children out right now. They say this road is closed and they're trying to keep everyone in school. They say right now that it is the safest place they can be, especially as they beef up the law enforcement efforts. One more time, a look at the scene. This is right onto the 73 South turn where they are sending everyone coming to and from. So it's going to take you a little bit if you are in this area, know someone that's in this area, and you do have to get somewhere, maybe going out to 340, or it's going to take you a while, 321, just to get around everything into Newport or heading east toward Del Rio, that area, if that's what you have planned. But look at the heavy equipment that moved through there, the TBI, the Highway Patrol, a lot of agencies in East Tennessee right now, specifically in Cocke County, looking for this man. Mr. Gary Ball is who they are on the hunt for. We are going to have so much more for you coming up on WVLT News at noon. Going to go back out to our Jared Austin. He has been live on the scene all morning long. Once again, one more time, Mr. Gary Ball is who they are searching for, a fugitive, wanted, armed, and dangerous. The TBI putting out an alert for him as well. The U.S. Marshal Service in town looking for him. Here he is on your screen, 5'7", 160 pounds. Officials say he had an assault rifle and a pistol with him when he fired shots at officers. No officers were hit, thank goodness. The search is in the area of Highway 2570 near Cedarwood Veterinary Clinic, right at 73, going all the way through to Bridgeport, right if you're going into Bridgeport. So that whole area is closed right now as this search continues. They have not expanded this search very far outside of where I just told you and where they originally told us that Ball was last seen. So they're doing everything they can. They've got drones, they've got thermal cameras. Weather obviously a factor in terms of trying to get any other helicopters or anything like that into the area, but they're doing the best they can. They've got a lot of resources on the scene or headed that way as we speak to try to find this man. Once again, we will send everything that we know as soon as we know it right to the palm of your hand via the WVLT News app. Make sure you have that if you want to get updated. Also online at WVLT.tv. Whitney Turner and Jared Austin going to have everything else as soon as we get it on WVLT and our news at noon. We'll also keep you updated at 4, 5, 6, 10, and 11. We do appreciate you joining us. Stay safe out there in Cocke County. Pray for our officers that are out there on the ground right now doing the best they can to find this man that fired shots at officers earlier this morning. Mr. Gary Ball is who they are looking for. He is considered armed and dangerous. If you see anything suspicious and you live in this area, please call 911. We do thank you for joining us. That news coming up in about 12 minutes on WVLT. We'll have everything and the latest information right there.